Welcome Marauders to the 2019-2020 Walter Murray Athletic Ceremony. My name is Shane Murphy.
And my name is Emily Sarauer. And we are going to be your MCs for tonight. Before we get started, we would like to give a huge thank you to Mr. Glova for all his work putting together this year's online version of the athletic ceremony. Also, thank you to Mr. Strange and Miss Glazel for helping us with the yearbook pictures.
We have a great program ahead of us tonight, celebrating athletic successes as teams and as individual award winners. Congratulations to all the student athletes at Walter Murray for all your efforts this year.
We would like to take a couple minutes to talk about what being a Marauder has meant to us.
So coming into grade 9, we both were not really sure what a Marauder was. It didn't help that our logo was a cat, and when I Googled Marauder, it simply said, a person who marauds. Now, regardless of what a Marauder actually is, it means so much more to everyone who's involved with Walter Murray athletics.
When we first became a Marauder in grade 9, it meant making new friends and pushing each other to do our best. Quickly, we realized that being on a Marauder team means more than just friendship. It was a family.
Grade 10, we came back for our second year of Marauder athletics, hungry to push ourselves to be better than we were in grade 9. Whether it was team sports or individual competition, the idea of being better than you were yesterday is at the heart of Marauder athletics.
In grade 11, we began to understand the importance of teamwork, what it means to lift each other up no matter the score and keep pushing to do our best. We have been through many ups and downs, but no matter what, we have stayed a strong Marauder team.
Then came this year, where sadly, many sports were cut short, notably the senior boys basketball final against Holy Cross. I think we can all agree that Cross was saved from an embarrassing defeat that day. Although this year certainly does feel incomplete, all those on the badminton, track, golf, and spring soccer teams who didn't get to compete are still very much a part of the Marauder family.
One thing we noticed, no matter the year, was the tremendous sacrifices by our Walter Murray coaches. They took time away from their own lives and allowed us to experience the joy and life lessons that came through sports. To all the Marauder coaches out there, we can't thank you enough.
Of course, well beyond our 4 years of high school, our parents and guardians have always supported us. From early morning practices to late night games, you were always there. Whether we played well or not, we always knew that we had your support, so thank you. 4 years of friendship, lifelong lessons, and long-lasting memories have brought us here. We are proud to be Marauders.
Now for our program. We will have a message from our principal, Mr. Sargent. Then we will have a presentation for each sport, starting with the fall sports, then winter. The award winners can pick up their awards in the girls' gym tomorrow, June 17th, from noon to 1 p.m. Please be sure to follow social distancing guidelines.
At the end of the ceremony, we will have the Athlete of the Year Awards, Grade 12 Sportsmanship Awards, Outstanding Graduate Athlete Awards, and a couple other special awards.
We will see you at the end of the program for a few last words.
Hello, Marauders. Mr. Sargent here in our awesome Walter Murray gym, and I wish you were here. Trust me, we're just missing you and feeling all that. But, at the end of the day, we're going to deal with this, and in the long run, we're going to be all better for it. But certainly to the coaches, to the parents, student athletes, on behalf of Mr. Svoboda and Ms. Clements, I'd like to thank our physical education staff for just an unbelievable job of organizing their time and energy and making this virtual celebration come together. So job well done. Really appreciate all you've done to make this happen. Although we're living in a different world today, we have so much to celebrate and be thankful for. The majority of sports seasons were able to take place, and it's great to see the Marauder spirit and pride showcase our team colors through our student body. Certainly there's some outstanding achievements that took place. Our cross-country team, continues to have unprecedented, amazing success, and to win another city and provincial title is such a legendary run, and congrats to Mrs. Chris, her athletes, her coaches, and everyone for making that happen. And then, our senior boys basketball team were crowned city champions this year, and, it's been a long time coming, so really appreciate the work of Mr. Jones and his staff, and once again, all the students who set a goal and were able to accomplish that. So, once again, way to go. Certainly to the parents, thanks for allowing us to work with your outstanding student athletes. We appreciate your support, the enthusiasm at the games and the practices. You should be very proud of your sons and daughters as they were outstanding role models for our school. Special thanks to the outside coaches who have volunteered their time, expertise and energy to make Walter Murray a better place to be. We cannot run quality programs without their support. To my teaching staff, simply the best. After a full day of teaching classes, these individuals come out after school to inspire, to challenge, and to coach these student athletes to perform up to their potential. It is times like these where we realize how important your role is in developing our leaders of tomorrow. So thanks for all you do in supporting our students inside and outside the classroom. To the student athletes, we could have not asked for a better group to lead us on and off the sporting arena. We saw excellent individual and team performances. I guess my challenge today to the graduating athletes is to continue to pursue your health and wellness by keep playing the games that you love. Don't ever stop doing that. For the student athletes returning, what do you need to do to make your school, your team better? Well, you need to train hard, you need to be a positive leader, and bring a friend to come with you to join the team. This will help to be part of the Marauders' success into the future. I am hopeful that our current situation is going to get better, and we'll get back to sport in 2020-21. Let's plan with optimism and belief that we can get back to doing what we all love, having fun, playing games, and bringing on that competitive action that brings out the best in all of us. Thanks for a great year, Marauders.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Coach Thorstad, and I'm proud to be the head coach of the senior football team. I'd like to start by thanking all of our other coaches that help with senior football. Coach Barry, Meerwald, Bates, Reevy, Johnson, Sloboda, Young, and Delahaye. Next, I'd like to recognize all of our grade 12s for their tremendous work ethic, dedication, and commitment to Marauder football. We know that the experiences you have on the football field will help you with whatever you decide to tackle in the years to come. Thank you to the following grade 12s, and good luck with your future endeavors. Reed Pierce, Noah Klitsch, Kenny Elliott, Matt Yantz, Quinn Liu, Cole Erickson, Cade Jansen, Aaron Memke, Reed Jansen, Matt Resendez, Cole Clausen, Mike Bailey, and Blaine Johnson. Next year, we look forward to an outstanding group of football players returning to our senior football team. This, combined with a strong junior team that we had this year, bodes well for many good years of Marauder football to come. As coaches, we will have many great athletes to work with, but the most exciting part is how dedicated they are to football, and they are all outstanding young men. Choosing award winners on the senior football team was hard because we have so many great players to choose from. Congratulations to Jonathan Seaman, who is our Rookie of the Year. John is totally committed to striving for excellence at everything he does, while also being very respectful, coachable, and a great teammate. He was a huge part of our team, playing very well at both center and linebacker. He's one of the best offensive linemen in the province with his combination of intelligence, quick feet, and tenacity. John is a multi-talented young man who's involved in a great variety of activities at Walter Murray. Congratulations, John. This year, our most dedicated player award goes to Matt Drabble. Simply put, Matt absolutely works his butt off to get the job done and make our team better. This year, he moved from quarterback to receiver and turned into one of the best receivers in the league, making incredible catches look routine. Matt is also very involved in other activities around the school and shows maturity beyond his years. Congratulations, Matt. Jace Moles is this year's recipient of the Brian Walter Ashfalt Award for being the toughest player on the team. Jace is well known for his devastating tackles that stop running backs in their tracks, along with finding the football and making big interceptions. Jace also has incredible offensive skills with great hands and shifty moves, and is one of the best punt returners in the league. We're very excited to have Jace back next year and see what else he can do. Congratulations to Blaine Johnson, who's this year's Marauder for Life Award winner. Blaine showed tremendous improvement as an offensive lineman this year. He worked extremely hard and became one of our best leaders. Blaine went out of his way to make sure all the little things were taken care of to make the team run smoothly. Blaine, thank you for your contributions to Marauder football, and good luck in the future. Congratulations to Noah Klitsch, who is this year's recipient of the Most Improved Player. Noah is one of the most dynamic players in the league this year. He was always making a big interception on defense or catching a pass for big yards in offense. More importantly, Noah has an incredible work ethic and leadership skills that will serve him well for the rest of his life. Noah, it has been a pleasure to coach you, and good luck in the future. Congratulations to Cole Erickson, who's this year's recipient of the Gene Mikowski Leadership Award. Cole developed into probably the best quarterback in the city this year. He combines a cannon for an arm with great accuracy. In addition to this, he can take off on a big run when needed and play safety. Even more important than his incredible skill is the great leadership that he brought to our team. Cole was like having a second coach in the field, and his cool, calm demeanor was appreciated by everyone. Congratulations, Cole. Congratulations to Mike Bailey, who's this year's recipient of the Outstanding Lineman Award. Mike did it all this year. Not only is he one of the best offensive linemen in the province, but he also played defensive line, linebacker, and running back. Mike has incredible leadership qualities and is very well respected by his teammates and coaches. Mike plans to continue his football career next year with the Saskatoon Hilltops. Mike, thank you for your great contributions to Marauder football.
Good day. I am Mrs. Christ, or Coach Christ, and I'm about to talk to you about the Cross Country Awards. On behalf of coaches Bloom, Lee, Lorenzen, Pete, Schmidtke, Sun, and Christ, we wish to congratulate the team of 84 runners for their support and encouragement of each other. Their daily efforts to improve their physical fitness and overall racing performance, both mentally and physically. Their desire to learn what it takes to build a team who deeply care about each other. Know how to set goals and work to achieve them, as well as, let's not forget, have fun and establish lasting friendships. Without each member, the team would not be the same and would not be as successful. City champions 14 times in the last 15 years, and 3 consecutive provincial championships emphasizes the power of student athletes who believe. But more on that later. Although cross country is first and foremost about team, the team only develops as individuals willingly share and give of themselves, as well as commit to helping create an environment that brings out the best in everyone. With so many wonderful athletes, it is often difficult to select individuals for special recognition. This year has been no exception. After much discussion, the coaches wish to recognize the following athletes. Rookies of the Year, Gilbert Chan and Annika Uzdebski. Thanks for your commitment, desire, and hard work. An opportunity to compete at provincials in your first year and perform very well is a testament to your running ability and fierce competitive spirit. Gilbert Chan won bronze at cities and gold at provincials, and Annika Uzdebski placed 6th at cities and 13 at provincials out of 97 runners. Gilbert, you are a sponge, soaking up every idea you possibly can. Annika, your toughness on the playing field is exceptional. We look forward to both of you showing improvement further and working with you for 3 more years. The Leadership Award. We have co-winners this year, as we often do, Daniel Hinatsu and Alexander Webster. Daniel, your joie de vivre and your understanding of when to step in and lead are impeccable. What would we do without your wrapping up of the cool down by setting the pace for our shin splint prevention leg drills? Or your positive and humorous comments throughout practice. You are a true actor. Or your strategy employment of multiple shots of fire hydrants on our scavenger hunt day, or your exemplary efforts and determination on racing day. The team greatly appreciates your thoughtful comments and suggestions, and we look forward to your continued leadership in the next season. Special thanks from coaches and athletes alike. Alex, for everything you do for the team as well. From competing as one of our very best runners, to joining the coaching team for provincials when your surgery prevented you this past season from racing. Even though you could not race in the championship events, you remained a part of us, encouraging your teammates and joining the coaching squad to share your insights. You have demonstrated a high level of understanding about the team dynamic in your contributions to our collective coaching efforts. What we appreciate most of all is your unhesitating willingness to contribute to the team in any and every way possible. From racing, to running our social media communications, to coaching, you have proven yourself an exceptional teammate and team leader. What would we do without you? One more year to grow and contribute. Lucky us. Spirit of the Team Award. Congratulations, Chloe Madison. Always positive and encouraging, always present at practice, and giving your best every day describes you well. Although you have improved immensely as a runner, you are always so excited to know that everyone else has performed well. You are the heart of the team. Thanks for your spirited and encouraging support. Thanks for setting such a good example each and every day for teammates to see that what really matters is personal improvement, being happy about setting and meeting goals, and bringing joy to running. Our best female athlete or runner of the year is Ellison Novakoski. You will hear her speak later in our banner presentation. I repeat the attributes I have mentioned before. Ellison is fast, dedicated, hardworking, determined, coachable, logical, racing savvy, thoughtful, and tremendously positive and resilient. But I must also add that Ellison is incredibly humble and passionate about running, two qualities that we love to see as coaches. In addition, her contributions to the team in terms of leadership are growing exponentially. A gold medal at city championships, followed by a bronze medal at provincial championships, demonstrates the tremendous ability Ellison possesses as a runner. Congratulations, Ellison, on earning the Best Female Runner Award. To be shared, the best male runners for this year are Matthew Finlay and Mukhtar Abdul Saeed. Matthew Finlay, your capacity to run any distance from 400 meters to 5,000 meters equally well demonstrates an incredible range diversity. Although securing a silver medal at both cities and provincials shows your running ability, it is the tenacity and the fierce, competitive, yet gentle spirit you possess that makes you the amazing runner you are. Your ability to go out and get what you set your mind on is unbelievable. And then go out and try for more. Your maturity in terms of caring about your team members and the time you take to present questions for other athletes to think about is so appreciated. We look forward to another year of working with you. A confident but humble runner, Mukhtar Abdul Saeed has improved greatly over his 4 years of running cross country. He has always won a medal at city championships, the last 3 being gold. At provincials, his tremendous effort and time put into running allow him to demonstrate his prowess as the provincial gold medal winner. And he is always performing well, or is already performing well, I should say, at the national level. You are one of the most stylistic runners I have had the pleasure to observe. You run as though it is effortless and run for the pure joy of running. Thanks for sharing your experiences and thoughts about running, especially about your camp opportunity last year in Kenya. The team has benefited greatly from you, Mukhtar. Good luck in the future in all your pursuits. We will be following your successes as a runner. At this time, the team wishes to say goodbye to 13 grade 12 athletes who will not be a part of us next year. We wish you the best in the future and know that running will continue to serve as a way for you to improve your fitness and as a vehicle to relax and socialize with like-minded individuals. Goodbye and thanks for all your contributions. Shannon Dallaire, Esther Ha, Lauren Matai, Laura Wood, Sophie Ellen, Matthew Adrian, Andrew Bertrand, Liam Dallaire, Nathan Grote, Ben Jorgensen, Blake Tierney, Matthias Uzdetsky, and Abrar Zahar. A special thanks to all the coaches who give so generously of their time and energy. You are truly a pleasure to work with. Thank you.
Okay, go. Hi, I'm Miss Tillman, and this is Miss Shercliffe, and we are the coaches for the Green Girls Volleyball. And along with Coach Morrison, Coach Anna, Coach Reed, and Coach Corey, we're going to be presenting the Green Girls Volleyball MVP, Most Improved, and Most Sportsmanlike. So we had 2 teams this year, and for my team, our MVP was Ann Chow, and our most improved player was Hannah McDonald.
And the MVP for my team was Natasha Capicara. Congratulations. And our most sportsmanlike is Danae Boise. So congratulations, girls, and we hope that you continue playing volleyball in the future.
Today I'll be presenting the Blue Girls Volleyball Award. The Marauder Pride Award for our volleyball team will be going to Kat Gilbert. Kat is an incredibly dedicated, hardworking, and gifted athlete. She demonstrated what it meant to be a Marauder and always led by example. She was constantly encouraging her teammates, and throughout the season and throughout games and practices, she was a consistent presence on the court with her aggressive hitting, tough serves, and ability to make amazing digs. Congratulations, Kat. Our team's most valuable player goes to Avi Pirelli. She was a leader both on and off the court and is an incredible athlete. She worked exceptionally hard throughout the season and always had the drive to get better. She was a vocal leader and always supported her teammates. We could rely on Avi to go on a big serving run, dive for a loose ball, and be a big blocking machine at the net. We can't wait to see your skills grow, and we know that Avi's coachability and determination will take her very far.
Hello, athletes, families, and teachers. I am Christine Levesque, coach of the senior girls volleyball team. This year, we started with only a couple returning players and several players new to the game. But even so, the ladies show potential from the get-go. Throughout the season, the team showed a tremendous amount of growth and maturation, winning 8 of their 13 games, landing us in first place in our pool and qualifying us for the playoffs. These ladies started as a group of individuals but quickly turned into a team. The first award will be going to our Rookie of the Year. This player came to the team with a phenomenal attitude and work ethic. Her experience on the court, positive attitude, and leadership mentality made her a force on the court. She may have been the youngest player on the court, but that did not keep her from going up against the top players. Congratulations, Natalie Waldy, on your Rookie of the Year. The next award I will be presenting will go to our Most Improved Player. This player was new to volleyball and may have started out the season unsure of her abilities, but quickly grew into an invaluable proponent of the team. She sought ways of improving, was compassionate and supportive of those around her, and she always brought on a can-do attitude every game and practice. She was our blocking machine, and when the big noodle was at the front of the court, you could always be sure a stuff was coming. I would like to present this award to Belle Hawks as the senior girls' most improved player. Our final award is our most valuable player, and this is going to someone who is new to the school and team this year. She was a quiet leader who guided the team with her focus, attention, and dedication to the sport. She made sure everyone felt included and consistently brought 110% to the court every game and practice. Her outstanding leadership skills never went unnoticed. Her enthusiasm and positivity were contagious, and she was always one to cheer and always knew how to keep the team motivated. She's a player others looked up to and could always be counted on. I am pleased to award this year's MVP to Courtney Waters.
The first award that the junior boys volleyball team would like to give out is the award for most valuable player. This person brought a certain competitive edge to the team that was greatly appreciated and needed. Anytime his teammates needed motivation, he was the one to bring intensity and tenacity. This player was someone we could always count on to get the job done. Whether it was passing, serving, or attacking, we could always count on him to give it his all and perform to the best of his ability. The MVP award goes to Addison Hills. The second award I would like to give out is Most Improved Player. This player came to us a little timid and unsure of where he fit in the team or on the court. But from the very first practice, he came with an awesome attitude and ready to work. As the weeks progressed, he became more confident because he worked hard every day, allowing his skills to really skyrocket. He never gave up and always stayed positive in games, which started to make him a very young leader on the court. Our Most Improved Player award goes to Max Regier.
Hello, I'm Mr. Funk, coach of the senior boys volleyball team, the Durs. Our three awards this year. First, the Most Improved Player award goes to Oren Rotaru. Oren was committed to his skill development. His physical intensity on the court matched his mental preparedness. He really paid attention to the details on the court, and that showed as he had a massive leap forward in his skills on the court by the end of the season, becoming a super reliable fixture on the court for our team. It's well deserved, Oren. Congratulations. Our second award is the Marauder Commitment to Excellence Award. That goes to Josh Bradley. Josh is probably the best teammate that I've ever seen on any team that I've ever been a part of. Josh has a tremendous ability to unify everybody, to pump everybody up, to calm everybody down if that's what the moment is required. Everybody looks to Josh, and Josh takes on that weight and makes sure that everyone is included, everyone is a part of the team, everybody is engaged in what's going on, no matter the role. People will follow Josh anywhere. You know, even sometimes like on a hike in North Battleford where it's probably ill-advised, but nonetheless, they will follow him. Josh brought a tremendous intensity onto the court, and his dedication showed in the amount of skill progression that he saw over his 2 years with the senior team. Wherever he was, on the court, on the bench, in practice, he brought everybody up. He made everybody better. His commitment to the team was contagious. Congratulations, Josh. And our Most Valuable Player award goes to Javier Clark. This was Jav's third year on the senior boys volleyball team in the position of setter, a position which takes on all of the responsibility, and usually you get none of the glory. Everything that he did was about making himself better so that he could make his teammates better. He was focused on improving himself always, and through that improvement, making sure that everybody around him also had that same dedication to the sport. Jav is a tremendous athlete. At times he was able to shut down the best hitters in the city with his block on the defensive end, which is always fun when the best hitters start tipping and going around Jav because they're scared of how high he jumps and how he's able to get his hands in their court and just shut them down. Jav's intensity and love of sport really showed, making himself and everyone around him way better as we saw our greatest Walter Murray volleyball season in a long, long time. And a huge part that is attributed to Jav. Congratulations, Jav.
Congratulations to all of the teams and athletes this year, and a big virtual hug to all those whose seasons ended abruptly or didn't get a chance to even begin. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Miss Laverty, and this is Peter, and we are 2 of the 4 soccer coaches at Walter Murray. This season was dedicated to rebuilding the program, as we graduated 11 players last year and had only 7 returning players on our roster this year.
The players focused their efforts on team chemistry, and by the end of the season, we really started to work together as a unit.
We ended up finishing 5th in the league and faced Holy Cross in the quarterfinals for an epic battle that ended in PKs.
Wasn't really the result that we'd hoped for or deserved, but the coaches are proud of the team efforts and growth throughout the season.
Best of luck to our grade 12s, Shane, Ben, Malachi, Muiz, and Mustafa, and we look forward to next season. Tonight, we're going to present 3 awards. The first award we're going to give out goes to a player in his rookie year, typically a grade 9 athlete.
On the first day of tryouts, he stood out and was someone we looked for the next day, hoping he had returned.
He fought hard for a spot and continued to improve throughout the season.
He was someone we could rely on and never complained. On defense, his skills and knowledge of the game allowed him to take on senior players, even though he was much smaller than many of his opponents.
And this year's Rookie of the Year goes to Moshe McCallion-Sass. Next is our Most Supportive Player Award. Because soccer often has players from grades 9 through 12, team chemistry is vital for our team, and it is something we consistently work on. The recipient of this award is always vocal in a positive and constructive manner.
He is one of the first to get things ready and one of the last to leave the field. He shows people a better way to play, but is compassionate, empathetic, and connects with teammates to figure out how to improve.
This player pushes others around him to be better by being a role model that coaches and players trust. He's a leader that uses his own training and skills to help his teammates improve.
The most supportive player this year was Logan Johnston.
Finally, the Most Valuable Player Award. When choosing an MVP, we often think about the player who changes the game, and this player does just that.
The recipient of this award has consistently been someone that coaches and teammates can rely on. He never shies away from a challenge and always gives his all.
His teammates look up to him, and he respects them to give and take advice. Because of his dedication and drive to improve, he'll never stop becoming better as a player and as a human.
We would like to say that the team wouldn't be the same without him on the field, but we can't because he's never really sat on the bench.
He's a true leader. This year's MVP, our captain, Shane Murphy.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss McEwen.
And I'm Miss Kolesnikov.
And we're very proud to present this year's WMCI Sports Awards for POM 2019-2020. As we face the turn of the decade 2020, the POM team explored movement, dance, and cheer through the theme of the Roaring 1920s. Our spring competition in Edmonton cohesed our team into a tight-knit unit, and we hosted our first citywide POM tournament, Marauder Mania, which was a huge success and fun for the community.
POM is a unique sport on the SSAD menu of activities. It is the stunning culmination of sport and art. POM athletes need not only to be strong and fit and flexible and coordinated, but they must communicate a message through unified movement, facial expression, and energy. POM athletes prepare all season for the perfect routine, and they don't have 4 quarters or 2 halves to find their game. Imagine 17 elite sprinters on a team who run their race simultaneously for 2 minutes, and they all have to look the same and move the same, portray the same grace and energy and fitness as each other as they cross the finish line at the same time. Well, that's POM. Oh, yeah, and they look pretty good doing it too.
Keeping all of these criteria in mind, we would like to acknowledge the work of 4 POM athletes for their work this season. First up, we have the Leadership Award. It's no surprise this is going to Jasmine Sawchuk-Haynes. We have had the pleasure of coaching Jasmine for the last 2 years. She has been a vital member of the Walter Murray POM team. After our first season together, we knew we wanted to promote her to team captain for her senior year. As an athlete, Jasmine exudes talent, passion, and leadership. As a captain, her commitment to the team is undeniable. Her teammates would describe her as a valuable asset and a friend to all. She excels well when she's challenged, takes correction well. Throughout the season, we often asked her to lead the team in warm-ups and small group work, knowing she would lead them with professionalism and genuine care for her teammates. Jasmine plans to continue dancing with the U of S dance team next year. We wish you the best of luck. Congratulations, Jasmine.
This year's MVP recipient award goes to 2 outstanding athletes.
They are Hannah Rhodes and Erin Jansen. Hannah Rhodes is a second-year member of the Walter Murray POM team. And she has really blossomed into a standout dancer and performer this season. Not only has she proved herself as a talented and skilled dancer, on many occasions her creativity and knowledge for dance assisted us in making our routine a first-place finisher at our final competition of the season. We are grateful for you, and we look forward to having you back with us next year. Congratulations, Hannah.
Erin Jansen is also a second-year member of the Walter Murray Senior Dance POM team. And her unquestionable passion for performing has made her a star on our team. In POM, the energy and charisma that you bring to the mat can make or break the performance. And we knew that we could count on Erin to deliver a full-out magnetic performance every time she hit the floor. Keep doing what you are doing, and we will see you back next season. Congratulations, Erin. Our most improved award recipient is Catherine Cheveldayoff. We are really proud of all of the strides Catherine has made in improving this season. Catherine, your coaches love how you wear your personality on your sleeve. Before and after practice and during corrections, you're sweet and smiling, accepting, and genuine. But during practice, your look is that of a fierce tiger. During performance, you're a ray of sunshine, and we really appreciate how you worked hard to take your previous dance training and make it gel with the fluid movement of the team. Congratulations, Catherine, and we look forward to working with you again next year.
And that's it. Big hugs and thanks to an awesome group of athletes for this season. We had a blast.
Hello Marauders, I'm Miss Sloshak, and along with Miss Reevy, we coached the Green Girls basketball team this year. First off, I'd like to say we were very lucky to have worked with a great group of committed girls this season, and picking only 2 award winners was a difficult task. So I'll start by congratulating this year's Marauder Pride winner, Elizabeth Klitsch. Elizabeth is the type of athlete who is always looking for feedback and ways to improve. This constant desire to work on her skills and understand the game better resulted in Elizabeth making great strides over the course of the season. Her work ethic and drive pushed her often to play through sickness and illness. It wasn't uncommon for Elizabeth to come off the court after a shift, barely catch her breath, and then get right into leading cheers and shouting positive words of encouragement to her teammates. Elizabeth was not only a model teammate and player, but she's just that type of person who is there first, last to leave, but only after she thanked her coaches. Congratulations, Elizabeth, on being this year's Marauder Pride winner.
This year, our Most Valuable Team Player award goes to Janae Budd. When choosing this year's winner, we really focused on the word team. When Janae came out to tryouts, she let us know that she was also in the middle of her hockey season. However, after seeing Janae's raw skill, we decided to take her, even knowing that some conflicts would likely occur between her two activities. Even if she arrived a little late or had to leave a little early, her attention and desire to be there was evident. She was a strong contributing and core member of this team, playing a pivotal role as point guard. Janae did a great job controlling the ball, but more impressively was how she saw the court and was able to get the ball to her teammates. It is probably true that the assists are more recognized in the sport of hockey. However, Janae's ability to set up plays for her teammates to finish highlights why Janae is this year's Most Valuable Team Player. We want to thank the entire group of girls who made this season stressful, from the buzzer beater game to the fun and memorable at our pizza poster making wind-up. We appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to this team and wish you the best luck in your future Marauder athletics.
Hi, my name is Charlene Aguita, and I had the pleasure of coaching the Blue Girls basketball team this year. These were a great group of girls to coach, and we had a lot of fun during our season. I have 3 awards I would like to present today, starting with our Rookie of the Year. This award goes to Natalie Waldy. Though Natalie has always been an exceptional volleyball player, she decided to come out for basketball this year, and we're very glad that she did. Natalie was a dedicated team player, and once she was able to tap into the frustration that she had for the other team, she dominated on the court. She was always looking for ways to improve her game and always more than willing to do the hard work for it. Congratulations, Natalie, on winning Rookie of the Year. The next award I would like to present is our Leadership Award. This goes to Nina DeWicki. This year, Nina led by example. She came out strong to tryouts and put her all in everything that she did. So much so that she continued even after jamming her finger so badly that she chipped her knuckle. Even though she was injured, Nina made sure to come to practices, participating when she could and learning the plays. And even though she couldn't play in games right away, she always made sure to show up for the team and cheer the girls on. Nina was always the first one with a positive comment for the girls, and it was an absolute pleasure to have her on the team. Our final award this year is our MVP award. This award goes to one of our grade 9 girls, Danaea Boise. Danaea came out and put her heart and soul on the court. Even when she fouled out of a game, she had a smile on her face and a quick apology. You'd always know when she fouled someone as there was always an apologetic smirk after. For all of that, Danaea worked incredibly hard this year, even making the junior Husky team. Danaea, it was awesome to have you on the team, and I know I'll be watching you on the senior team soon. Congratulations on being our MVP.
I'll be awarding the Senior Basketball Awards. Belle Hawks is our recipient of the Marauder Pride Award. Belle played a very important role on our team this year, as she was thrown into every single position at some point throughout the season, and she always stepped up to this challenge with grit, determination, and spirit. Beyond this, she sets an example on and off the court as a model student, a leader, and a great teammate. Her competitive spirit, her willingness to learn, and her ongoing leadership really exemplifies what it means to be a Marauder athlete. We know that Belle will only continue to grow as an athlete and a leader as she goes into her senior season. Next up, I would like to congratulate Nada Mara on being our Defensive Player of the Year. Her athleticism enabled her to guard any of the offensive threats on opposing teams. She is a smart player, which also enabled her to cheat effectively on defense and practices, which resulted in many steals. She has great instincts and could always be relied on to bring a defensive spark to the team. She was a relentless defender who always applied ball pressure and never gave up on her effort. Congratulations, Nada. This year's Most Valuable Player recipient is Sabrina Mahadi. She's an extremely hardworking athlete as she spent countless hours in the gym getting better. She was a strong offensive threat this season. She could get by any defender, finished creatively, and made unbelievable passes. Sabrina is a player who shines on the offensive side, but also added to her defensive game this season and generated a lot of steals. She is an amazing player, but she's an even better teammate, as she makes all of her teammates around her better. The leadership she brought to every practice and game and to the all-around team atmosphere was crucial. Even through an injury, Sabrina was able to come and support and encourage her teammates through every practice and game. You will be certainly missed next year, but we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, Sabrina.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the Junior Boys Premier Team for the work that they put forth this year and the improvement that they showed. I don't believe in individual awards, so there will be no individual awards for our team, but that's kind of what we're about. We, I think, represented the school well, and as a result of the strong season we had, along with the senior team's stupendities, and next year Walter Murray seniors will be again invited to Brit. So well done on that part. I think why you were such great representatives and ambassadors to the school was the four-pronged team approach we had, that you guys believed in fraternity for the spirit of the team, that you held true to that, and then mindfulness, that you guys worked and thought on and off the court as how to improve, and that you, when we looked at the third portion, the physical, the dynamic, playing dynamic and hard, faster, stronger. When we competed, we always competed hard. And finally, for the emotional part, that you played with a competitive spirit, but primarily with one of joy in your heart. So thank you. It was a pleasure and a joy to work with you guys this past year.
Hello, my name is Caleb Medland, and I was the co-coach of the 2019-20 Blue Boys Basketball Championship team at Walter Murray this season. This year's Blue Boys basketball team challenged themselves to grow against some tough competition. Although the team lost in a hard-fought battle against Holy Cross in the consolation side of the playoff tournament, they did show a great deal of improvement from the start of the season to the finish. So, on behalf of myself and Coach Scott Hawley, I'd like to congratulate the entire team for their hard work and contributions to Marauder Athletics this season. Today, Coach Hawley and I would like to recognize one student athlete for their exceptional contributions to the team this season. So, the most outstanding player for the 2019-2020 Junior Boys Championship Division basketball team is Petar Jovic. During a season where we asked a largely inexperienced grade 9 based team to challenge themselves in the Junior Boys Blue Division, Petar stepped up. He accepted the challenge on a daily basis in practice and was our most consistent player in games. Petar demonstrated a versatile skill set throughout the season, playing multiple positions for the team, and was always willing to do whatever was asked of him by the coaches. He eventually settled in as our point guard, because that's where he was needed most. This represents Petar's strongest quality. He was always willing to do whatever was necessary to help the team, was an unselfish player who led by example and filled in wherever he was needed. This is the type of player that is important to a program, the type of player to build around. Petar demonstrated potential in his first season as a Marauder and has proven himself to be a foundational piece of Marauder basketball in the years to come. Congratulations on a fine season, Petar.
I need to begin by thanking Shay and Isaac. We're not half as successful without their work. Thank you, guys. We've had a lot of success the last 4 years, and this year we shared the city championship. We've had some good times, like city champions in grade 9. Winning net was fun, and I was mildly happy when we qualified for Hoopla last year. These are some awards I would have presented had we been able to have our wind-up supper. Marauders win on defense, led by our two DMVPs, Reed and Jav. Reed can shut down the best guards in the city, the best big guys. I mean, this is so good. This is just flawless. You can't do it any better than this. I'm still in awe of this guy. Like all truly great defenders, Reed turns his defense into offense. Jav is a crazy athlete. He does these incredible things on the basketball court.
There's 800 elementary school students here from around the city.
And mostly what he does for us is just dominate some of the best players in the province. And for good measure, he'll put the game away by scoring. MVPs are two guys who've signed to play basketball next year, Seth here with the Huskies and Tristan in Abbotsford with the CBC Bearcats. At the end of last year, Seth was hitting big shots in our biggest win of the year. This year he's the kind of player that hit a three-pointer one trip down the floor, and the very next play go coast to coast and dunk it. At the Brit tournament, Seth showed what he could do against the best teams in Western Canada.
Three-point opportunity not there. Joe Campling, good deny. Oh, beautiful shot. Seth Jones with the dribble handoff, taking it into the lane. Good job by Seth Jones. Last game here to finish off Brit 52 inbounds play right away. Oh, what a great...
And he just kept making plays all year. At our coming out party at Brit, where we showed we were a great team, Tristan was playing really well, getting the ball to all of our scorers, and really being a great playmaker.
Driving right up the middle of the paint, nobody picks him up, kicks it back out.
But he wasn't shooting well. But Tristan accepted the challenge I threw at him and came and shot every morning. Admit we all saw the results of his hard work. He was as good as any guard in the province the rest of the way. Which is one of the reasons I really wish we could have played the city final and gone on to provincials.
Good afternoon. My name is Pat Barry, and I'm the wrestling coach here at Walter Murray, and I'm here to present the Wrestling Awards for 2020. The Rookie of the Year this year in female wrestling team was Jenna Huckle. Jenna was a very dedicated athlete who kept improving every practice, every competition. Jenna was able to overcome a pretty significant ankle injury and was extremely competitive at the city championship against many grade 11 and 12 athletes. I'm looking forward to her future in the sport because she is such a great athlete and an excellent teammate. Congratulations, Jenna. The most improved wrestler this year on the girls' team was Allie Jones. Allie has shown significant improvement in wrestling over a very short time. She was a junior city champion, and a provincial bronze medalist, all as a grade 10 athlete. Allie is very coachable and focused on her goals in sport. She is a pleasure to coach, and I'm looking forward to her taking on an increased leadership role on the team next season. Congratulations, Allie. The most valuable wrestler this year was Molly Lindsay. Molly has been a very successful wrestler during her time at Walter Murray. She was a city champion and a provincial silver medalist in a very hard-fought match for the provincial championship. Our captain for the last 2 years, she has brought a quiet confidence and leadership to that role, and we are really going to miss her. Congratulations, Molly. On the boys' team, the male Rookie of the Year is Davin Johnson. This young man displayed an impressive work ethic in wrestling for the whole season. He improved every time he was on the mat. He was a junior city champion at 115 kilograms, and was a provincial silver medalist, beating many wrestlers in grade 11 and 12. He has a bright future in the sport. Congratulations, Davin. The most improved wrestler this year was Reed Pierce. Reed has worked very hard in wrestling for the last 4 years. He won many matches this year in important team competitions for Walter Murray. Additionally, he won a bronze medal at the city championship in the 100 kilogram category and qualified for the provincial championship. Congratulations on all your hard work and your success this year, Reed. The most valuable wrestler this year was Noah Klitsch. Noah has been a captain and leader on our wrestling team. This year, he was a silver medalist at the city championship in a very tough weight category. Noah has shown skill and dedication to the sport and has been recruited to continue in the sport at the university level if he chooses to do that in the future. Congratulations, Noah, and good luck. The most inspirational wrestler this year was Colton Matthews. The lightest athlete on our team has one of the biggest hearts. Colton worked very hard this year and won a junior city silver medal and silver medal at cities. Colton has dealt with some pretty significant health issues in his young life, which are difficult for any student. To compete in a combat sport with significant contact and exertion is remarkable. Colton, you inspire us every day. Congratulations.
This year, the curling team had a lot of new faces, and we had a really large group this year. We had a few veterans, but a lot of our players were brand new to the sport, and you could really tell the first time we hit the ice, and a lot of people had trouble just, standing up on ice and being able to walk. But we went from that to having a group that was able to make excellent shots, to really understand the game, to have good strategy in that game, and to really work together as a team. And it was really impressive to watch that growth as coaches. And we were really proud of the work that the players put into the curling team this year. We also wanted to say a huge thanks to Coach Miscavige, who is entering her retirement this year. So it'll be her last year coaching curling. But we're hoping that in retirement, she's going to have a lot more time to spend in the rink and, play the game that she loves. This year, our curling team, we're giving out 3 awards. And so these are our recipients. We have our award for most dedicated, which is going to Braden Loris. And Braden didn't miss practice, not a single practice. And not only did he not miss practice, he rode his bike to practice and games every single time. And he rode it in the winter during curling, which is, I don't know if that's not dedication, I don't know what is dedication. He was there every single day that we needed him. And by the end of the season, he had really dedicated himself during practices to improving his game and improving his shot making. And he took a lot of feedback from the coaches, and we were able to see major growth in his game. Especially by the playoffs, he was making some great shots and being really efficient, and we were really impressed by what he was able to do. Our most improved award this year goes to Mikhail Sloboshin. So this was Mikhail's first year curling, and he started by struggling to slide. And you know what, that's like a common thing for curlers, is being able to slide on ice. But what isn't common for people in their first year is to make the amount of progress that Mikhail made. He really quickly developed his skills, and he dedicated himself to being able to improve at the game. And he started to get a great feel for weight and shot making, and became a really good strategist. He was able to talk through and think about, ways that he could actually outthink his opponent. And that's really impressive in your first year curling. And I have a feeling he's the kind of player that's going to make an excellent skip in the coming years. We're also giving out an award this year for our most promising. And this goes to Jackie Chung. When you go to games and every coach from every other team comes to ask you about that one player that skips that team, and how can we get a player that is able to play like them, there's something special about that player. And that was Jackie. He was the player that other coaches actually left their teams to come and watch just to see the shots that he would make. To be honest, that skill didn't come from our coaching. It came from Jackie, his determination, his drive, and his willingness to improve at the game. He's one of the best young curlers in the city, and he's the kind of player that has the opportunity to make a career out of this sport if he chose to. He is able to make shots that most other people wouldn't even dream of attempting, and not only that, he actually goes out and makes those shots. He's just that good of a player. So we're giving Jackie the most promising award because of his potential, his drive, and because we know he has the ability to accomplish great things in this game. So congratulations to all of our award winners and to everybody on the curling team. We really appreciated having you out this year, and we're hoping to be able to play again next year. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Mr. Neufeld.
And I'm Mr. Thiessen, and we're the senior badminton coaches.
This season started off really great, and then all of a sudden the pandemic kicked in.
And the government and the health organizations told us we had to stop.
Okay. So unfortunately, the season ended for us, but we still do have a couple of awards to hand out. The season that we did have was really great, and we're really proud of all the players that we had that came out and tried their hardest. Our first award is our most dedicated female athlete. The winner is Apeksha Dakal. Whether it was a doubles or singles game, Apeksha always had a smile on her face and tried her hardest. She was eager to learn and have fun.
She was a pleasure to coach and always worked to get better.
Our most dedicated male athlete was Shane Murphy. He always enjoyed playing singles. Win or lose, he was driven to excel. If he lost a game, he got right back in to try harder.
Many coaches on other teams commented on how much of a gentleman he was on and off the court. He always played his hardest, and he was willing to help out the team in any way he could.
So again, thanks to all the players for a great season, and we look forward to another great season of badminton next year.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Hi, it's Mr. Thorstad again. As athletic director, I'd like to congratulate all our student athletes on being involved in Marauder Athletics. The energy you bring to the school is much appreciated, and the life lessons that you have learned will serve you well in all aspects of your life. A special thank you to Amelie and Shane for being our MCs. I'd like to also thank all the coaches and volunteers that make Marauder Athletics possible. The incredible connections that you make with students through sport has a profound impact on their lives. I'd like to take a moment to mention the sports that had their seasons shortened or canceled this year. We all feel for the track athletes, badminton players, girls soccer players, and golfers that did not get to have a season. We also feel for the senior boys basketball team that did not get to play in the city final or go to Hoopa. As of right now, SSD is planning to go ahead with all the high school sports in the fall. This, of course, may change depending on what is allowed by the health guidelines set out by the province and the city of Saskatoon. We will keep you up to date when we find out more. To all the returning Marauder athletes, continue to train hard for the sports that you're involved in, and remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do, and tough times build tough people.
The cross-country team has had another great year. First, I, Coach Chris, would like to give you a bit of the overall success story with regards to performance. After all, what is sport without stats? And I could go further, what is math without stats? 84 Walter Murray Marauders ran to win the title of cross-country city champions for the 14th time out of the past 15 years. A team score of 28 points out of a total possible 30 points secured the city championship title for our Walter Murray Marauders. This score was 15 points greater than that of any other school score. Pretty amazing. 5 of our 6 teams won the team pennant, while the 6th team placed second. Hence, each team contributed to the overall team score. This is truly a solid team effort. 25 of our athletes then went on to compete at provincial championships. Congratulations goes to these 25 runners who placed first, winning gold out of 15 schools in the 5A category at the provincial cross-country championships that were held in Prince Albert. Out of a total of 55 schools competing, the Marauders placed first overall. They have brought home another provincial banner. Your cross-country team are provincial champions for the 3rd year in a row, and they were by far the largest and most fit team represented at the championships. Our Marauders gave every ounce of effort possible and demonstrated that belief, hard work, and a solid team effort can win the day. That 4 medals were won, along with 17 runners placing in the top 20 of their age category. There were only 10 last year that placed in the top 20 in their age category. I would like to say how proud all the coaches are of all the 84 athletes. Your family development, support of one another, consistent work ethic, desire to perform at your best, and true sportsmanship demonstrate that Walter Murray Marauders are successful in many ways. To celebrate this success and to provide encouragement, we have 3 of our athletes who have some words to convey to all of the athletes at Walter Murray.
What does it mean personally to be on the team? It feels incredible to be on the cross-country team. It feels like you are in one big family. When you are running, you can hear everyone supporting and cheering you on, and it's an amazing experience. The cross-country team always runs in big groups, so you aren't confined to making friends with only people in your age group, and all of the other students are very welcoming and friendly. The coaches are really supportive and have always encouraged me. They give me a lot of advice, and it makes the experience much more enjoyable. I personally have had a wonderful experience with the cross-country team, and I really hope we can get together for the next season.
What does it mean to go the extra mile? To me, going the extra mile means going above and beyond what's expected of you. It's working extra hard to achieve a goal. On an individual level, it's really important to go that extra mile, and this is especially true right now. Team practices everywhere are being canceled, so it's important for us to push ourselves now, even though no one is watching. It's up to us as individuals to get out there and focus on bettering ourselves, simply because we love our sport. And although it's super important to go that extra mile as an individual, it's even more critical to go above and beyond for your teammates. We might run our races as individuals, but ultimately, cross country is a team sport. And in order for us to be successful, we need to ensure that the entire team feels supported, motivated, and most importantly, has fun. Most of the time, the best way to make sure this happens is through athletes taking the initiative to make their teammates feel welcome. This can take a lot of forms, such as sticking around after a race to cheer on your team, helping to lead a workout, offering advice, or simply taking the time to check in on a teammate. Going the extra mile makes you a good athlete. It helps you build your muscles and run faster, but more importantly, going the extra mile helps to build up your team. If all of us Marauders go that extra mile, I think we can do some pretty great things.
What does successful team building look like? So what our team establishes and manages to do so well is, at least I think, creating an environment around us that truly encourages participation, and I think one that rewards those that do participate. I don't mean reward in any materialistic sense, but I think more so of the gained experience and relationships that people can get from it. Our team leaders focus on engaging and establishing any sort of positive interaction with newcomers as early into the season as possible. This not only creates an inviting atmosphere, but allows for what I would argue is the most important part of team building, which is the post-practice interactions. No matter what practice you come to, a common element for all is that you will always find runners staying in our training room well after the practice has ended. We are either stretching, having snacks, or just sitting around, but most importantly, we are always talking. No deliberate attempts are made to keep people after practice, but simply through having our senior runners engage with the younger ones early on, people want to stay and talk. After a week or so, the new runners are fully integrated with the team, and every practice just after helps strengthen these bonds. Like I said earlier, people quickly realize the rewards of participating with our team as a team. Practices become viewed as more than just physical activity, but as a good way for people to catch up with their new friends. Little needs to be done after that. The more people engage with our team, the more they want to again later, and this makes it incredibly efficient in building a successful team. I would even say a community. It's those first steps that need to be taken by our leaders to establish bonds between the different ages, and once that is complete, everything else just seems to fall in place. On behalf of the Walter Murray Cross Country team, we thank you for this opportunity, and we're excited to see what else is to come. Thanks.
The Outstanding Athlete Award is given to someone who has played on at least 2 teams, demonstrated outstanding athletic ability, coachability, and overall great citizenship. Coach Geet of the Blue Girls basketball team described her as an amazing addition to the team who was always willing to put in the work and was incredibly coachable. Even though it was her first year playing, she was amazingly talented and it was a joy to have her on the team. I also had the pleasure of coaching this young athlete on my senior girls volleyball team. She may have been the youngest player out there, but her skill, confidence, and focus made her a starting player and one of the leaders on the team. She is someone who knew how to work hard and play hard. Natalie Waldy has been a pleasure to coach as well as get to know as a person. She is someone who always says hi in the mornings and carried a smile on her face wherever she went. She brought dedication, focus, and passion to the court and actively sought to help those around her. She was an amazing addition to the volleyball team, taking on a leadership role, always maintaining positivity even when facing challenging opponents, and winning Rookie of the Year. We hope to have her for many years to come. Congratulations, Natalie Waldy, on your fantastic athletic season.
The grade 9s this year showcased Walter Murray's bright future in fall and winter sports. This year's recipient excelled in football and basketball. His football season started off on the wrong foot. However, once his work ethic caught up to his athletic ability, he was a force to be reckoned with. Starting as a defensive back, his athleticism and commitment to excellence allowed him to cover any receiver in the city or attack on any running back. He was one of 3 grade 9s to make the junior boys' premier basketball team. Starting near the bottom of the depth chart, he showcased his work ethic by improving his skill set and understanding the best way to assist the team. By the end of the year, he had become defensive specialist and a key contributor to team success. Congratulations to your 2019-2020 Walter Murray Grade 9 Male Athlete of the Year, Datiel Fontaine. Keep improving yourself. Talent is never enough. We look forward to your bright future here at Walter Murray.
It is my pleasure to present the Athlete of the Year award for grade 10 to Allie Jones. Allie competed in cross country and wrestling this year and would have been an important competitor in track and field as well if there would have been a season. In cross country, Allie competed in the junior girls category and was one of the top athletes in the city in every competition she entered. She finished 4th at the city championship and ran an excellent time of 17 minutes and 26 seconds at the provincial championship. I am Allie's wrestling coach, and she has shown herself to be a very fierce competitor. Her skill and strength are impressive, with her being a city champion and provincial medalist. But it is her ability to learn technique and master it at a very rapid rate that is startling. I believe there are very few limits on how far Allie can go in the sport of wrestling. Congratulations, Allie, on being named Athlete of the Year.
Hi, everybody. My name is Trevor Bates, and I've been a part of the Walter Murray family for many years as coach and teacher, and today I have the pleasure to present the Grade 10 Male Athlete of the Year. We had many outstanding athletes in Grade 10, but this year's recipient not only stood out in stature, but also in both sports he played. Congratulations to Davin Johnson. Davin played both in football and wrestling. For football, Davin started the last 2 years on the senior team playing both offense and defensive line. And this year he was also selected to the Under-16 Canada West football team. In his first year of wrestling, he was awarded Rookie of the Year. He won gold at cities and took home a silver at provincials. Congrats again to Davin, and I look forward to seeing what you accomplish in grade 11.
I have the honor of presenting the Athlete of the Year awards for the grade 11 athlete. The grade 11 Female Athlete of the Year is awarded to Belle Hawks. Belle made a big impact on both the volleyball and basketball team this season. Her volleyball coach, Miss Levesque, described Belle as their secret weapon. For someone who has never really played volleyball, she demonstrated an amazing natural ability for reading plays and learning on the go. After a very short amount of time, she became one of our starters and became an invaluable blocking machine. I had the privilege of coaching her on the basketball court, where she was a key contributor both offensively and defensively. She was versatile, and her athletic ability and basketball IQ allowed her to play any position that was needed of her. She brought a competitive edge to every practice and every game. We could rely on Belle to make big defensive blocks, make money moves in the paint, and crash the boards. Congratulations, Belle, on your successes this season.
Hello, my name is Rihanna Reevy, and tonight I'm going to present the award for the Grade 11 Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year. This award goes to an individual who has demonstrated outstanding athletic ability in at least 2 sports and is currently in grade 11. This year, the award is going to Jace Moles. Jace wrestles, plays football, and is involved in track at Walter Murray. He has done well in all of those sports. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see him compete in track this season, but he has competed at the provincial level in the past. Mr. Barry, Jace's wrestling coach, shared a few words about this past season. Jace is a fierce competitor who is able to attack his opponents relentlessly. This year, we often had him wrestling in a larger weight category in order to help the team. He was always successful and was one of the reasons why Walter Murray won the Most Improved Team trophy this year. Along with Mr. Barry, I've also had the privilege to coach Jace for the past 2 seasons on the senior football team. His skill level placed him on every single special team, and he led this season in tackles. Even though he isn't the biggest athlete out there, he is probably one of the toughest on the field. If Jace was hurt or tired, you would have a hard time noticing, as being on the field is not an option. Jace is an elite football player and has been recognized outside of Walter Murray as a tournament all-star by Football Canada. I am very excited to see what he will accomplish in his grade 12 year. Please join me in congratulating Jace Moles on being the grade 11 Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year.
It is my pleasure to present the grade 12 Female Athlete of the Year. This is an award awarded to an athlete that served on at least 2 Marauder sports, displayed outstanding athletic ability and coachability throughout their time as a Marauder. This year's grade 12 Female Athlete of the Year is awarded to Erica Morrison. She was a major contributor for the senior volleyball and basketball teams this season. Erica was a leader in terms of attitude, she was a positive role model, and exuded Marauder pride throughout her 4 years as a Marauder. Miss Levesque, her volleyball coach, said that she became a real driving force on the team this year. Miss Levesque was very impressed with Erica's drive to improve. She was constantly looking for feedback and ways to improve her game, and then would immediately apply that information. She really stepped up her focus and determination and left it all on the court for volleyball. On the basketball court, she was an aggressive defender and was relentless on the boards. She really improved throughout this season, and we could then rely on her to become a big offensive threat. We also were able to rely on her to bring energy in games and practices, and she always gave 110% effort. She was extremely driven and brought intensity and compete factor to everything related to the game. It has been an honor to coach her on the basketball court, as she is a mature and wise athlete for the team. Erica, I would like to give you a huge congratulations on all of your accomplishments throughout your time as a Marauder. It has been an absolute pleasure to coach you these past 2 seasons. You've left a lasting impact on the Marauder family, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
This year's Walter Murray Collegiate Male Athlete of the Year is Javier Clark. Jav embodies excellence in all of these ways. On every court and every field he stepped onto, his eyes were fixated on excellence. There was never a drill, a set of lines, a set, a serve, a shot, a defensive possession where he did not put forth the best that he had to give in that moment. He continually sought out this excellence, not only in himself, but always in the teammates around him. His willingness to accept and even seek challenges made himself better and made his teammates better. Jav is one of the greatest athletes that I've ever had the pleasure of coaching. He can jump really high and he can run really, really fast. But it is his embodiment of excellence which sets him apart. His resiliency, his competitive fire, his unrelenting desire to give everything he has to give in every moment is the definition of excellence. It is my honor to be presenting you with this award, and it is my honor to be able to speak about these characteristics that you embody. You have achieved many great things within your sport, but your pursuit of this excellence goes beyond any artificial boundaries or markers of any game you play. Sport provides obstacles, life provides challenges, excellence transcends it all. Congratulations, Jav.
It's my pleasure to present the Sportsmanship Award in grade 12 to Molly Lindsay. I have coached Molly for 4 years in wrestling at Walter Murray and in club wrestling with the Junior Huskies. Molly is an exceptional wrestler and athlete, but she means so much more to our team and our school. Molly has been a captain for 2 years and has been our unquestioned leader throughout that time. She runs our warm-ups, takes care of new wrestlers, and organizes many team activities. Additionally, Molly has been a huge part of teaching wrestling to wellness classes at Walter Murray. She would take time out of her class schedule and teach the sport to grade 9 and 10 classes. The phys ed staff have described her ability in this regard to be remarkable. Molly's dignity, grace, and competitiveness are things that I admire about her and will miss next year from our wrestling team. Congratulations, Molly Lindsay.
Hey everyone, Coach Lav here, and I'm honored to present the Sarah Mooney Sportsmanship Award. This award is given to an athlete in their grade 12 year who is a positive example to others on the playing field and in the classroom, someone who displays qualities of sportsmanship. A great leader once said, "No matter what we accomplish, the only accurate measure of success is the personal standards we have for ourselves and the degree to which we hold ourselves to these standards." When doing this, we no longer look for success at the end of an undertaking, but instead is living in a joyous state. For me, living in a joyous state is knowing I've done my best work, not defined by a marker or win, but rather having trained my hardest or given myself fully to the task. This leader is Shane Murphy, and the lines come from a recent English assignment he submitted. I'm sure many of us can say that we've struggled with self-motivation at one point in our lives. Perhaps we can relate even more so during the past few months with everything being shut down. Shane too has admitted that it was hard to find the motivation to continue with studying and working out after being granted a credit in each class only a few weeks into the semester and having the badminton season end abruptly with no track and field season in sight. Like many of us, he questioned, why bother? But rather than feeding the bad wolf inside him, Shane chose to feed the good wolf. He kept his mind and his body active, not because he needed to increase his average. Is that even possible? And not because he was aiming to win medals at track this year. He did it because he needed to know that he did his best in the end. Shane is an athlete. You can tell just by looking at him. No matter the sport, soccer, badminton, track and field, he stands out. But what's most impressive to his coaches is his leadership, fair-mindedness, cooperation, and desire. It's rare for a student to play 4 years of high school soccer. Shane was the only grade 9 on the soccer team in his rookie year. But you wouldn't have known he was in grade 9 by seeing him in action. He was a beast. On defense, we referred to him as a brick wall. And over his 4 years at Murray, Shane's leadership skills grew stronger. He's the first one to help you with anything you need and the last one to leave the field. Shane is an absolute workhorse. Whether it's practice, push-up ladders, dodgeball in the wrestling room, or an important game, he always gives it 110%. Shane has this quiet leadership about him that makes everyone want to follow. He's the epitome of what it means to be a captain, and he's leaving some very big cleats to fill, that's for sure. Coach Chris says Shane's one of the most coachable athletes she's had the pleasure to work with in over 35 years of coaching. Always open to trying new ideas or new events, Shane has an ability to take suggestions for improvement and translate them into reality, which helps him succeed at a high level. In addition, he asks questions prior to competing, ensuring he's the best he can be. For Coach Neufeld, Shane's humility and self-motivation are incredibly impressive. Shane has a lot to brag about, but he doesn't. In fact, he rarely mentions his successes, because that's just not who he is. As I mentioned at the beginning of this speech, Shane doesn't do things looking for success in the way of grades, medals, or accolades such as this award. His success stems from the desire to do his best. Shane, on behalf of Miss Christ, Mr. Neufeld, Peter, Hayden, Tim, and all of your teachers, we hope you can lay down tonight and sleep well on a plush pillow of peace of mind, because you have so much to be proud of. Continue feeding your good wolf, pal, and as Matthew McConaughey says, always play like an underdog. All right, all right, all right.
The Triple C Spirit of Service Award is presented to an individual who's made a significant contribution to the school's athletic program in the spirit of service and volunteerism to make the school and community a better place. This year, we are very excited to give this award to Serena Travis. Over her 4 years at Walter Murray, Serena spent tremendous hours volunteering as a scorekeeper for both volleyball and basketball and a manager for football. Even though she couldn't compete in wrestling this year, she still mentored younger athletes and helped out in any way she could. Serena is a very positive person that is always willing to volunteer. Serena, congratulations on your well-deserved Spirit of Service Award. Each year, Triple C awards an Outstanding Coach Award to one female and one male coach. This award is for conducting an outstanding program where student athletes learn a vast amount about the game of life and sportsmanship. Saskatoon's recipient of the Outstanding Female Coach this year is our very own Coach Loshak. She has been coaching basketball and volleyball for over 20 years, and we are extremely lucky to have her at Walter Murray for the last 10 years. She is an extremely positive role model and always has the best interest of her athletes at heart. She works diligently to ensure that all her athletes have a positive experience and leave her teams as better human beings. Miss Loshak does an incredible amount of work behind the scenes to help host events and organize the entire athletic program. She always has a smile on her face and makes time to help students, athletes, and colleagues. On a side note, Miss Loshak's brother coaches at Aiden Bowman, and by coincidence, he is the recipient of the Outstanding Male Coach Award. Seems that being a great coach must run in the Loshak family. Congratulations, Coach Loshak, on your well-deserved honor. We have some staff that are leaving Walter Murray that we need to thank for their contributions to Marauder Athletics. Congratulations to Mr. Strange on his retirement, and thank you for all his work helping to promote athletics through the yearbook. Also, congratulations to Miss Miscavige on her retirement, and thank you for coaching curling, golf, running gates for basketball and volleyball games, and helping with MIT. Mr. Rowley, who has been at Walter Murray for 15 years, is moving to Tommy Douglas. Thank you to Mr. Rowley for all his great contributions to the golf team and to Mitt over the years.
Congratulations on an amazing school year, Marauders. Thank you to all the coaches for the time and dedication you shared with us. The experiences we have had in high school athletics have helped shape us into better human beings and will stick with us for the rest of our lives. You have helped make our high school experience the best it can be.
Thank you to the parents for all your support you have given us over the years. Thank you to the phys ed staff, our coaches, Mr. Strange, Miss Glazel, and especially Mr. Glova for putting this all together. Additional thanks go to Mr. Thorstad for helping us organize all of this. Reminder that award winners can pick up their awards in the girls' gym tomorrow, June 17th, from noon to 1 p.m. Please be sure to follow social distancing guidelines. This concludes our event.
Thank you for watching and have a great evening.